Hey adventurers, in this episode we're going to take you with us to Copenhagen, Denmark as we uncover hidden history and unexpected surprises. Geocaching is our tour guide, and you won't believe some of the things we'll see as we delve deep in this Danish delight.
I'm Jay.
I'm Laura.
And we're the LANMonkeys. We are going to take you on some geocaching adventure travel all over the place. We are crazy cachers from Canada, and we are out exploring the world using geocaching as our travel guide.
Good morning, adventurers. Today we are taking you as geocaching as our tour guide through Copenhagen. It is Sunday morning. Things are quiet so far. I'm sure it'll get a lot busier, but we are starting right in the center of downtown. We're going to take you around, see a few highlights, and have a great adventure. So stay through to the end, and let's see what surprises we can find. Copenhagen is the capital of Denmark and is built upon the islands of Zealand and Amager. Copenhagen is the gateway to the Nordic countries via the Øresund Bridge, linking it to Malmö in southern Sweden. Copenhagen is a cultural crossroads, famous for its canals, creativity, and, of course, caches. It's probably this. Now, here at the Museum of Natural History is something very unique. They've got a collection of meteorites, and one of them is an earth cache. Fascinating. That is a big meteorite. So now we are across the road from the meteorite. We are at the Royal Palace Gardens, the Konung Hafa, something like that. Anyways, I'm sure I'm butchering their shore language. But we're finding ale stops, virtual caches, and just a wonderful place to visit. It's so pretty here and so quiet in the Sunday morning. The Royal Gardens and the Palace are just a beautiful, remarkable place to visit if you have the time. Now we're on a bit of a time crunch for this visit. We don't have a lot of time in port, so we have to kind of make the most of what we can to get and see as many things as possible. So there is definitely a virtual and some AL stops here in the park. The virtual is multiple stage, so you would have to walk around the entire park and find information. So if you have the time, definitely put it on your list to do. And if you're pressed for time, well, you may just have to pass on it. But still, beautiful place to visit. So we're passing St. Paul's Kirke or St. Paul's Church on our way to our furthest destination we plan to get to, and just enjoying the beautiful architecture. So if you arrive here at least at 10 o'clock, I'm assuming at certain tops of the hours, haven't researched that yet. However, you'll get to see what we just saw, which was changing of the guard at the gates of the Citadel. Very cool. So it is an active military base as well as being a wonderful historical place to visit. Now we're going to do the AL that walks us around here. We're going to do an earth cache here, and then we're going to go off and find another very iconic monument of Copenhagen. So Stick with us as we continue to adventure. So when you're looking at the Citadel on a map, it has a star shape, which you can kind of start to see when you look at these hills over here behind us. However, we are coming up to one of the most iconic elements of the Citadel, and that is the windmill. Okay, adventurers, so we have left the Citadel. We are walking along the Copenhagen waterfront now to that iconic location that I promised you. So let's go check it out right now. All right, good job. We got our multi. You want to give it a grab? It's just under a cache. Are you proud of me? I found one. So after visiting the Citadel, we're making our way along the waterfront, enjoying finding some adventure labs and some caches and such. It's a beautiful day. It's early October. The sun's coming in and out. Hey, it's not raining, so we're thankful for that. But you can hear in the background one of the tour boats going by, and just a beautiful walk along here from the Citadel back to the old downtown core. Nyhaven. This canal community of beautiful bright buildings and bountiful boats blends in boutiques and bars, making this a fantastic location to shop, sip, and find a geocache. And so with all this great geocaching activity, we took a pause along the canals and the beautiful stores and storefronts and buildings to see here, and thought it's time to enjoy a local pint as well. Good stuff. There's a series of adventure labs here in Copenhagen that take you to some really unique spots, and those are the old telephone booths. You can see that over my shoulder. These are actually phone booths, and what they would have is multiple stations where you could have a private conversation, but the phones were actually in the middle, and you would pay. Someone would hand you the phone, and then connect your call, and then you'd have your conversation after you paid for it. So a really unique kind of setup at these old phone booths. So we just found an urban micro that has a very cool idea. And it appears somebody we know has been here before us. To get it to adhere to places, it's a magnetic ring. So then when you put it away, it's just that much easier. And as we make our way back to our bus, which will take us back to our ship, which will take us on to our next adventure, make sure you subscribe and don't miss that. You can see how Copenhagen is another one of those extremely walkable cities, obviously very bike heavy. You can rent bikes if you'd like, but you can really, in half a day, get around to see all the really amazing places you want to see. And it's even easier when you use geocaching as your tour guide.